Greetings for the eccentric man, and welcome to the Battle of St. Evernage, a little unknown battle in the English Civil War. The Eccentric Man YouTube channel is kindly sponsored by Lost Art Games in Stevenage. You can find them online and at 29 Marketplace, Stevenage. Pop in and say hello. A patrol game tonight, 200 points apiece, to hold the crossroads. Well, T-junction anyway. So John's troops, he has 2 units of galloping cavalry, 3 units of commanded shot, and a unit of dragoons. I, for the parliamentarians, have a unit of commanded shot, 1 pike and musket block, and a unit of dragoons. So, racing over the T-junction down at the club tonight. Just down, you don't often see it, but games going tonight. We've got Pike Cowboy, and we've got a bolt action game at the far end. Another bolt action game. Saga going on. And some Hail Caesar. So yeah, fair old bit going on. Just waiting for John to finish off sorting some bits out, and then we'll be into the game. So just sort of something different for people to see. John's first turn, and they are pretty fast today. 2 units of commanded shot, got a 3 move initial jump off, so that's put them right up to the hedge. The other shot stuck behind, just managed to get the first hedge, and then the commander failed to roll his command, so the gallopers don't move, and the marauding dragoons, they stay put as well. But that was a quick move up to the hedge. Beep! Command malfunction. Beep! Command malfunction. I got the commanded shot to move up around the side of the wood. I remembered that going through the wood, they would be stuck to go in only 6 inches. So we zapped them up the flank to see if we can protect against the dragoons over there. I then went to try and move my dragoons on this corner and failed. So that means no move for them and no move for them. Back to John. Well, John's dice rolling is pretty hot tonight. The cavalry were able to move up towards the gap. Both commanded shots hopped over the fence to man the other fence behind, rolling really low to get 2 moves. The other commanded shot have taken up position behind the stone wall of the church, but the dragoons only managed to travel 1, and then with his dice to roll, here we go, this is it, how it works for John tonight. He rolled a 6 for his freshly recruited shot, and he rolled a 6, which makes him hurrah for this shooting, so he gets an extra dice to shoot. I mean, they are small, so he only gets 1 initially, but he got 2, and even with those 2 he rolled a 6, so 1 shot unit disordered and 1 casualty because I couldn't save it. So a pretty good little turn 2 for John there. It definitely seems like it's my time not to roll any dice for movement. I got the move for the dragoons up against the hedge, so that wasn't so bad because I couldn't really put them around the side of the hostelry because the cavalry had got quite close to the road up there. So we moved them up, and then we tried to move our pike and the right hand matchlocks, and I rolled a 9, which means they failed their test because the test is based on an 8, so that means no movement for them and no movement for them either. So not so good. Back to the Royalists for turn. I feel the pressure is on now. One cavalry unit of the Parliament of the Royalists has moved up to the hedge. My dragoons haven't fired yet, so we can remove the smoke for the moment. But they did get shot at by the commanded shot there, but fortunately I saved the hit. The other cavalry unit failed to move, so that's a bit of a reprieve. And over here, the commanded shot and the dragoons both fired at my commanded shot, and I took one casualty. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get this pike block moving this time around. So we shall see. Sometimes I despair, so a command roll, double 6, a blunder. So I've got a roll to see what it's going to be. 2 dice. Oh, let's go on with dice. So 2 dice, see what happens. An 8.
Unit holds its ground. Well, does actually.
Holds its ground?
Yeah, but that's for shooting. I'm doing blunder, aren't I?
Yes.
Break test.
Blunder, not break test.
I'm going to sit here, blunder table. So we'll roll 1 dice.
Roll 1 dice.
We will get to know these rules.
Oh no.
Rapid retreat. Take 2 full moves away from the closest visible enemy.
And if that takes you off the table?
Then you can come back on again.
Oh, sorry, whizzing you around. So that's going to be at least over 12 there, so that's going to take me off the table. Well, mixed fortunes there. Of course, we've lost our commanded shot with the firelocks off the table. Got to mark it back up, that's where they'll be coming on. So we've got, they've taken a little bit of a... They need to cheer themselves up. We've fired with both units of shot here and only managed to put 1 wound on this commanded shot, but that does make them shaken, so that's slightly a bonus. The dragoons managed to do 1 casualty to the cavalry and disorder them, so that was handy. They won't be charging this turn. We might be able to do a little bit more damage to them, but yeah, not so bad. We'll see how he pans out for the next move, but I reckon that John's going to be coming across that hedge this turn, because I haven't got the firelocks now, and we're going to have to look up in the rules how they come back on. So into the Royalists, things are looking a little bit dodgy now. We've got both cavalry units up and about. The disorder has come off of the ones on the right, so that means both could charge this next turn. I'm going to have to try and do fire and evade, but that'll be a morale test. So John's units have fired. The unit here didn't do any casualties. His unit in the middle had to roll a dice for freshly recruited, and they rolled a 1, so they needed a 6, and then they become disordered after that. The unit on the right fired again, but fortunately failed to hit my musket unit, and his dragoons fired at close range and caused me to get 1 casualty. So not so bad. I'm going to see if I can bring on my firelocks next turn, and I'll need an 8 to bring them on, and they'll come on where they went off and be able to come on 6 inches. So we might get a shot at the flank of the dragoons in the wood. So, these will probably, well, they've got to fire at the closest unit, which is the people in the wood. These ones should be okay. Sorting out those two commanded shots. But this is the problem. So as I said, we'll probably do a fire and evade if charged. And hope that I pass. Well, I was hoping that it was going to go a little bit better this turn. The firelocks came on, took a shot at the dragoons in the wood. I've managed to get one hit on them, but John saved that. And then my unit here fired at them and put one casualty on them. But we haven't disordered them, so that was a bonus. Over here, we fired at the commanded shot, and fortunately, we disordered them and did 2 casualties, and John failed to save it. So the bad news is that he rolled his morale test and he rolled very high, an 11. So minus the 2 excess casualties, that gave him an 8, and they hold their ground. Over here I was hoping to do a little bit more damage to the cavalry unit, but only managed to put 1 casualty on them, and he saved it. These are going to have to retire, I think. I'm going to have to do fire and evade. I've moved my battalion commander up to get within 12 of them, so we're not on a -1 for the command. But it's going to be an 8 or under to get them to move. So we shall see how that pans out. I think if the cavalry come across that wall and I do get away, I think we're going to have to retire off the table. Well, a good turn for John there. My dragoons failed to fire and evade, got caught by his cavalry and broke and destroyed. Not so much on the shooting over on the side there, they failed to hit anything. The 2 units and the 3rd unit here, I've done enough to put another casualty on the musketmen and make them disordered. So decisions now, what we're going to do. Those cavalry are a big threat now on this left hand side, and I'm not sure what we're really going to be doing over here. We shall have to see. Right, into the next turn. We are going to withdraw from the table. Yes, a bit risky. We might be able to take out that dragoon unit, but those cavalry are far too dangerous. Far too dangerous.
We weren't sure how the 200-point patrol battle would play out, but it worked quite well. And a bit of revenge for John for the previous games that we've played. Not sure if we're going to actually set up a campaign now, but we'll have different games at different size points, so look out for more of the English Civil War battles. We've got one more big one coming up in the next few weeks, so look out for the next video update. Until next time, please hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, take care.